of having a look at AI related news and everything that, well, basically came out in the last one day. I would love to keep doing these live streams because we are learning on the go. And as the developments happen, we are looking into those in real time or near real time. But, anyways, we are at the frontiers of AI related news and everything. Right now, I named this live stream Dave 123 whatever, and then becoming an AI expert, which is quite sarcastic, and it gets even more sarcastic when I say that becoming an AI expert before I reach 1 million subscribers. So this is insane. However, the goal here is to learn about AI and, well, basically keep a track of the AI related news. I'm gonna jump straight into my computer, and I think one of the most important updates of the day is that Claude Anthropic, they have partnered with SpaceX, and, let us read through this tweet. We have agreed to a partnership with SpaceX that will substantially increase our compute capacity. This, along with our other recent compute deals, means that we have been able to increase our usage limits for Claude Code and the Claude API. If someone is subscribed to Claude, let us know in the comments if you are seeing an improvement. But this, on paper, seems really interesting. Effective today, we are doubling Claude Code's 5-hour rate limits for Pro, Max, and Team plans, and then they are also removing the peak hour limit reductions on Claude Code for Pro and Max plans, and substantially raising our API rate limits for Opus model. This seems super cool, guys. And basically, the thing is that as we move into the future, this compute capacity, ideally, this shouldn't be a problem. But the thing is that right now, scaling the compute capacity, that is something that companies have to invest in. And in future, let's hope it gets even better. There should be a point where compute capacity shouldn't be a problem, and people should be at the frontiers of AI doing the revolutionary stuff. And just imagine how beautiful the future would be. So then they say that our agreement with SpaceX means that we will use all the compute capacity at their Colossus 1 data center. This will give them 300 megawatts of additional capacity to deploy within the month. So let's go to the internet and search about the Colossus 1 data center. As of May 2026, Anthropic is taking over full compute capacity of xAI's Colossus 1 data center in Memphis, Tennessee, located at 3231. Okay. So it says xAI's Colossus 1 data center, and by the way, xAI and SpaceX, they are going to merge, so it's like the same thing. So xAI, they have a separate page for Colossus, world's largest AI supercomputer. This seems interesting, guys. Don't you think so? They have a separate page for Colossus, our gigafactory of compute. This looks cool. And we are running the world's biggest supercomputer Colossus built in 122 days, outpacing every estimate. So it seemed like it was built in record time. It was the most powerful AI training system yet. Then we doubled it in 92 days to 200k GPUs. This is just the beginning. Oh, this is the site of this Colossus, and unprecedented scale. We doubled our compute at an unprecedented rate with the roadmap to 1 million GPUs. Right now, they have how much? 200k GPUs. Progress in AI is driven by the compute, and no one has come close to building at this magnitude and speed. This looks is super interesting, guys. So Claude and Anthropic, they basically bought all the compute capacity here at this center, this Colossus center, guys. You see, we read over here, as our agreement with SpaceX means we will use all the compute capacity at the Colossus 1 data center. This will give us over 300 megawatts of additional capacity to deploy within the month. As this is a game changer. This is a game changer. They posted uh, in detail on their website as well. Let us go and see over there. So higher usage limits, we read through that. Let's try to find something which we didn't come across before on the post. So they say that this gives us access to more than 300 megawatts of new capacity, over 220,000 NVIDIA GPUs within the month. So the time frame is within the month. This additional capacity will directly improve capacity for Claude Pro and Claude Max subscribers. Seems like I should get a subscription of Claude straight away. Guys, you tell me in the comments if you have the Claude subscription. I have ChatGPT, the Gemini, Grok, Perplexity. How about you guys? I'm just missing on, I think, this Claude subscription. And then this joins our other significant compute announcements. So they have other agreements as well. Up to 5 gigawatt agreement with Amazon, which includes nearly 1 gigawatt of new capacity by the end of 2026. And then they have 5 gigawatt agreement with Google and Broadcom, which will be coming online in 2027. Strategic partnership with Microsoft and Nvidia, that includes 30 billion of Azure's capacity, and then 50 billion in investment in American AI infrastructure with Fluid Stack. What is Fluid Stack? Leading AI cloud platform for training and inference. So it seems like they provide cloud services to AI labs. So it's basically a hyperscaler. We learned on our live streams what a hyperscaler is. So hyperscaler, let me show you over here. Hyperscalers are massive cloud computing providers, principally AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud, that offers large scale, cost effective data storage and computing infrastructure. So we saw that FluidStack is also a hyperscaler. Since we have been learning, so we are now making the relation with the news that we come across, with the already knowledge that we have. And well, that's basically the purpose of doing these live stream, to learn in public actually. Then they say that we train and run Claude on a range of AI hardware, AWS Trainium, Google TPUs, and NVIDIA GPUs, and continue to explore opportunities to bring additional capacity online. So basically, in this AI wars, any company that books more compute capacity, they are gonna be in a better position to, well, like lead the future of AI. So this was like a big news. Just to recap it, Claude and Anthropic, they have partnered with SpaceX to increase the compute capacity, and they are buying all the compute capacity at the Colossus 1 data center, which will give them 300 megawatts of additional capacity. And this is gonna affect the usage rates, and they are doubling Cloud Code's 5 hour rate limits for all the plans, and then also removing peak hour limit reduction on Cloud Code for Pro and Max plans. So this seems like an interesting update. By the way, earlier in the day, I was looking at some other stuff as well. I think we need to move on to that. So, yeah, this was something that I found interesting. Brett Adcock, I think he's over at Figure AI, and okay, yeah, he's the founder at Figure AI. So they basically build humanoid robots, and he posted one video today, robot fashion. As you see, guys, it was just mind blowing to see and basically realize that in future we might have fashion for robots as well. Guys, what do you think about this? I know humanoids are gonna be out there. Every one of us might have one humanoid with us, and well, basically, the fashion it would represent your taste. I would definitely want my humanoid to wear something good. What do you guys think? So someone posted this picture of like a humanoid wearing a suit and a tie, and this is funny. Yeah. So basically, how we see humanoids these days, it's like this.
Fabric, like a human, like clothes. Yeah. And they all have different clothes, which is cool because we can you can accessorize the robots how you want it.
So he said that we are gonna accessorize the robots how you want it. So like, yeah, it would be definitely good to put claws on some robots, humanoids that look like this. Putting claws on them, it would be better actually. And well, if you don't know about Figure AI, they are producing humanoid robots, and right now they are like leading in making humanoid robots, and the rate is one humanoid robot per hour. I've researched on it quite a lot, and the thing is that this is the fastest rate, and previously they were making like one a day, but now they are at one humanoid per hour. And just think of this, guys, how early we are in this AI and humanoid sort of arena that there's still a lot left to come. Even the production rates of humanoids, it's not as high. So, like I told you, they say that in last 120 days, Figure scaled manufacturing 24 times from one robot a day to one robot an hour. What do you think, guys? I think as we develop further, the humanoid rates should basically be like, let's say, a car coming off the production line. So that sort of stuff. So, by the way, if you see over here, so this is also a robot, you see. But the thing is, it's programmed to just do one thing, one certain task, and you can keep on changing what it can do. But the humanoids, they are fundamentally different because they are aware and we can guide them. They can learn over time and improve. So robots combined with AI tech, that becomes a humanoid. So this was something interesting. Coming back to the point, what do you think about robot fashion? Let's move on. I have a pro plan of Perplexity, and well, I actually value Perplexity a lot because they are providing us access to like the latest AI models. And although Perplexity itself is like a wrapper around these services, but there's an update from them. Today, we are launching Perplexity Computer for professional finance. Finance teams can bring licensed data from providers like Morningstar, PitchBook, Dalupa, and Carbon Arc into Computer. We have also added 35 dedicated finance workflows for the work analysts repeat every day. So one thing that I need to show you guys before we watch this video is that Perplexity is super good with this financial stuff. I'll go over here, I'll type in Perplexity. So once over here, let me just take you to this finance tab that they have over here. So I came into finance. So they have right now the Indian markets and the US markets, and like it's capable of doing a lot. You see, they even have a tab for crypto earnings, and if you see over here, it's day by day. On May 7, there are gonna be 472 calls. Isn't that, guys, interesting? So if we see over here, so McDonald's Corporation quarter one, then Airbnb. So it keeps track of almost everything. And in finance, I think they Perplexity has quite good capabilities. And now let's see what this update is about. I'm gonna play this video and we are gonna see why it would be important. So there's a few things that I would like to discuss here. So in the end, like the punchline here is that computer for professional finance built for trusted financial work. And one thing that I noticed over here is that it can make presentations from the data that you give it. So you see, this is like the sort of data that you can bring in from Dalupa, and once you give it to Perplexity Computer, so it says that research is only the start. Then you can build presentations. You see that report, earnings report got converted into a presentation. Then dashboards. You can also develop dashboards and apps. Let's say you just have one app where it gives you like the earning reports of the companies that you are interested in. So this definitely seems quite interesting, and although I invest only in like the Pakistani markets, but I would definitely be interested in seeing how this could be useful. And the thing is that over here, I since I have the Pro plan, it's always notifying me that Perplexity Computer is also good, and I should check this out as well. So I need to pay for this to use the Perplexity Computer. You need more credits to continue. Add usage based credits to your account to resume this answer. So now I think they have some credit sort of mechanism as well, but previously it was asking me to pay like a fees, so a monthly fee. So I think Perplexity also has quite a bright future. It definitely is a company that came in from behind, although they don't have a large language model themselves. And if you see over here, they are providing Claude Opus 4.7, Claude Sonnet 4.6, GPT 5.5, the latest ones, and even the older versions. Like if you see over here, GPT 5.4, Gemini 3.1 Pro, and they are doing pretty good actually. Are you using Perplexity? Have a look at this. It says that annotated stock chart, enter a ticker and get a chart marked up with relevant events, earning news, products, launches, market moves, or other catalysts. We definitely need to have a look at this. Let me play this video. So Microsoft is the ticker symbol over here. Build annotated charts. It the guy clicked on that. Okay. So yeah, you can basically customize according to how you would like it. I think Perplexity has a very bright future. Let me know about this update down in the comments. Is there something that you could potentially look into or might find useful? I definitely think that it is. So let me now go to my bookmarks and let's find the next interesting thing. So there are rumors that iOS 27 will let you pick Claude or Gemini instead of ChatGPT for Apple Intelligence. This seems interesting, guys. We can go on read this article, but I would like to take this article and I'll ask Grok about this. So Grok does quite a better job at all this. My tabs are, but yeah. Okay, so here it goes. Let us go to Grok, and we need to ask it because Grok has access to all the news that are coming out on the X platform. Let us give it this. So it says that iOS 27 will expand Apple's intelligence by letting users set third party AI services like Anthropic Claude or Gemini as the default for features such as writing tool, image playground, and Siri. The update is expected to fall in 2026. And this is the current situation. It says Apple partnered with OpenAI, so ChatGPT serves as an optional external model for Apple Intelligence tasks. Users can opt in per request or as a fallback. What is fallback? Fallback is a reserve plan, option, or resource used when the primary choice fails, is unavailable, or not functioning. Okay. This iOS 27 changes. Okay, a new extension system allows any AI provider that adds support via their app store app to integrate. User will select their preferred AI service as the default across Apple Intelligence features. I think this would be a good update. Why Apple is doing this? Makes Apple Intelligence more flexible and competitive by turning the iPhone, iPad, Mac into an open AI platform. Okay. So reduces reliance on any single partner, ending ChatGPT's exclusivity, guys. This is the interesting thing. See, All these AI companies, they need to have like their backups. They need to have multiple partnerships to basically survive. If one relied only on the other, then things can get kind of odd in unforeseen circumstances. But well, anyways, let's move on. Potentially boost the App Store's revenue via third party AI subscriptions. Apple's own on device model remain the primary option, with third party ones as alternatives, likely for heavier or specialized tasks. I think there's a lot of benefit to this. By the way, have a look at Perplexity. What they do is they provide all the latest models, and they themselves don't have a model, a large language model, but they have all these ones. So it's up to you. You can select GPT 5.5, you can select Claude Opus 4.7. All this is up to you. So seems like Apple is kind of going towards the same thing. So coming back to this article, yeah, so it's like a very small article. Let's read some comments. R&D growth, Apple versus Big Tech, comparing Q1 2026 research and development spends to Q1 2025. So Apple increased by 34%. So basically all of these big companies are spending more on research and development. Even if you look at Microsoft, Amazon, Google, it's up by 29% as it's shown over there. This is an interesting comment. What about Grok? So yeah, if they are having we don't know for sure yet, but in iOS 27, if users can pick Claude or Gemini instead of ChatGPT, why not Grok? Grok is pretty good, guys. What do you think? Someone said we want Perplexity, not Vogue, Claude, or Gemini. Like I showed you, Perplexity is also using these ones. So you can also go ahead and select the best one for you. Or what it does is it selects the best available model, but they themselves don't have a large language model. Okay, so this is what we know so far. And let me know in the comments if you think that this is gonna be an interesting update. I think that this is something which should be the standard. All these stream over here because right now it's 4:42 a.m. Quite early in the morning. I started this late, but I do think there's quite a bright future if we learn together, if we learn about AI and everything that is going around us, happening around us. And well, I come across a lot of AI related news on a daily basis, and things are changing by the minutes, by the hours, and something that is relevant today would seem quite old if we go a week ahead in time. So, even days, all these big AI companies are shipping products, updates at a rate that we haven't seen before. And I don't want to be left behind. That's why I want to learn in public, come across all these latest news with you on this stream. And well, there could be a lag of like a couple of hours or something, but one thing is for sure, instead of getting to know about something a week later or a month later, we are doing it like spontaneously. We are learning about it spontaneously, learning about it on the go, and that fascinates me a lot. Let me know down in the comments what you think of this. I'm gonna end the live stream over here, and I also have to go to my job, and hopefully looking forward to do this stream later after work. This is super exciting, guys. The future of AI is super exciting.